Thank you, Madam President. My question is to the Minister representing the Minister for Home Affairs and Cyber Security, Senator Watt. The European Union, Canada, the United States and other jurisdictions have banned TikTok on government devices because they regard the risk posed by the app as unacceptable. Overnight, the Director of the FBI reaffirmed the serious threat of backdoor espionage and interference from TikTok. Of 53 Australian government departments and agencies who responded, only 25, less than half, confirmed an outright ban. Why has the Albanese government not followed our like-minded partners and banned the app on government devices?
Thank you, Senator Patterson. Minister Watt.
Thank you, President, and thank you, Senator Patterson. It is interesting. I recognise that Senator Patterson is someone here who does take issues of cybersecurity and national security seriously, but I can't help noticing that he and all of his colleagues have taken a lot more interest in these issues since they entered opposition than they ever did when they were in power and had the opportunity to do so. I also observed that poor old Senator Rennick up the back there, he never seems to get a question, and maybe one day he'll get the opportunity to ask questions as well. The fact is that since our government, the Albanese government, has been in power, we have absolutely lifted the game of the Australian government when it comes to cybersecurity to move beyond the derelict system that was left behind by the former government. The Albanese government is committed to ensuring all Australians are aware of the challenges of protecting themselves online. And as I say, all the people who now have all the questions in the world had ample opportunity to do something about this issue themselves as members of a nearly 10-year-old government that ended only a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago that Senator Patterson was asking me questions about the cameras that are in departmental buildings, and again, something that the former government not only could have done something about, but maybe could have stopped happening in the first place. So I welcome this newfound interest in these issues from members of the opposition, including Senator Patterson, and I would welcome the support of the opposition to the reforms that this government is putting in place.
Minister Watt, please resume your seat. Senator Patterson.
On relevance, Madam President, my question was about TikTok. We're 1 minute and 30 seconds into the minister's answer, and the word TikTok has not passed his lips.
Thank you, Senator Patterson. I am going to direct the minister to the question, but I'll go to Senator Wong.
If you've made the order, there's no point.
Minister, Senator Patterson asked specific questions about government departments in relation to TikTok, and I need you to be relevant to that question. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Well, as I think Senator Patterson is aware, the Minister for Home Affairs is conducting a review of all social media platforms, and the government will consider the recommendations of that review. A review, I might say, never occurred under the former government. The concerns regarding TikTok are not new, and they've been in public for some time. And again, there could have been something done about this by the former government if they thought that it was actually a concern. But as I say, the minister is conducting this review. The Attorney-General has also requested advice on whether a government-wide ban is required to address protective
thank you,
security
Minister Watt.
risks.
Your time has expired. Senator Patterson, first supplementary.
Thank you, Madam President. In July last year, TikTok Australia first admitted in a letter to me that Australian TikTok user data can be accessed in China. In December, the company admitted to using the app to spy on journalists. Why has the Albanese government failed to act for 8 months on this important cybersecurity matter?
Thank you, Senator Patterson. Minister.
Seriously, why have we not acted within 8 months when you're part of a government that was in power for nearly 10 years? And you know, why were you asleep at the wheel on these issues amongst
Minister
everything
Watt,
else for
Minister
nearly
Watt,
8 years?
Please resume your seat. Order. 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 Senator Patterson is entitled to have his question answered, and I would ask you on my left in particular to respect the quiet. Minister.
Thank you, President. Unlike the succession of failed former coalition governments, the Albanese Labor government is taking a considered, deliberate approach to better regulating how digital platforms access and store consumer information. The Minister for Home Affairs has asked her department to consider all options to address data access and usage concerns as they relate to TikTok and other social media companies. I don't recall the former government ever doing that, but this minister and this government has done so. The concerns about the security of Australians' data on social media are well known, and they are not limited to TikTok. Current policy and legislative settings do not give Australians the information or the confidence that their personal data is being protected and stored securely, and we're doing something about it.
Thank you, Minister. Your time has expired. Senator Patterson, second supplementary.
Thank you, Madam President. Will the minister commit to a timeframe to ban TikTok from government devices?
Thank you, Senator Patterson. Minister.
Well, as I say, the minister is undertaking that review, but what I can guarantee you is that this government will do something about this well within the nearly 10 years, that timeline that your government sat on its hands and did nothing about these things. I truly hope that we are in power for that sort of length of time. But however long it takes, we're going to get this done. We've already started work on it within our first 12 months in office, as opposed to the former government, which did absolutely nothing for nearly 10 years, and all of a sudden has become wise after the fact. If only you'd had this sort of insight when you were in government. If only. But 10 years went by, nothing was done, and now, yet again, mess that we've got to clean up. So I have every confidence that this minister and this government will take action as quickly as possible to address these issues. The reviews are underway. The Attorney-General is seeking advice, things that never occurred under the former government. We take national security seriously. We take cyber security seriously, and that's why we're acting on it.